Hi, I'm Jeremy Gates, the Managing Director of Gaia Construction. I'm a registered builder and have been renovating and extending homes for nearly 30 years now. Today, I'm going to give you some of the tips on the different building plans that will be prepared for your works and how to read them. How to read and understand architectural drawings is not always obvious, but it's absolutely vital that anyone embarking on a renovation or a new build knows how to do it. Your designer or architect will ask you to review and comment on their plans to make sure your new home is exactly as you want it to be. If you have no experience with reading plans, this can be confusing and intimidating. So I'm going to share with you the tips that I give our clients to ensure that there is absolute transparency from the get-go and they can see their new home on the plans. Also, I have a bonus tip that will save you thousands of dollars on your build, so stay tuned, you really can't afford to miss it. Firstly, your designer or architect will prepare architectural plans or drawings, and these are made up of plans, elevations, sections and details. First drawing to look at is the plan. These are a bird's eye view, as in looking from above. It can be a floor plan of a whole house or a floor plan of any room in the house. An architectural plan shows the shape of the building and the position of different rooms. This is an example of an architectural plan for one of our projects here. Things to look out for are the room sizes, their position in the home and which way windows and doors open. On the floor plan, north is usually shown as a compass arrow in one corner like this. On plans for specific rooms, for example this kitchen plan, you should make sure that the cabinet, sink, appliances are set out in a way that best works for you. The next set of drawings to look at are the elevations. Elevations are the side view of the floor plans, so you're looking at the walls. The wall elevations will show you the position of the windows and doors, and for the kitchen, elevations will show you tile layouts and the position of drawers, oven, appliances, even the thickness of the worktop. In this example, the north, south and east elevations. The north elevation is standing from the north and looking south, and the west elevation is standing from the west and looking east. In this kitchen example, you have elevations 1, 2, 3 and 4. And on elevation 1, you can see the layout of the window wall, and on elevation 2, you can see the layout of the oven wall. After your plans and elevations, the third set of drawings are your sections. These are a cut through the middle of a building, and they allow you to see different floor and ceiling heights. The north elevation in this instance is actually a section because it is a cut through the middle of the house where the extension started. Your designer or builder may also refer to details. These are close-up drawings of a specific part of the build. They could be a plan, elevation or section. For example, it may be a construction detail. For a truss or for a kitchen, it may be the detail of the finger pulls on the drawers, as you can see here. If the finger pull detail was not included, there is a risk that your builder may not build what you're after, so it is important that you check the details, particularly when they relate to how you use your home and how you want it to look. Your designer or architect may offer to prepare 3D drawings. These are computer-generated drawings to give you a better perspective of the plans and elevations. If you have trouble visualizing what your new home will look like, it can be very useful to get 3D drawings prepared. It is important to note though that if there is any discrepancy between the 3D drawings and the plans and elevations, the plans and elevations will always prevail. So it is important that you understand them and check them properly. When looking at the drawings, don't try to look and understand them all in one go. I recommend that you look at the floor plan first, just to get the layout of your home, then choose your favourite room, maybe the kitchen, and understand that. You will quickly get more confident in reading the plans, then you will enjoy reading them and be more involved in the design process, which will give you a much more rewarding experience and a better home. In basic terms, a plan is looking from above, a bird's eye view, just like Google Earth. An elevation is a view from a standing position, just like Google Street View. A section is an elevation through the middle of a building, like cutting a cake in half and looking at the filling. A detail is a large-scale drawing of part of a plan, elevation or section. Your builder will also need your specifications or schedule of fixtures and fittings. These are a list of all the items you would like included in your new home. from appliances to tiles to bathroom fittings to the type of heating and cooling. If you engage an interior designer, they may assist you with preparing these documents. Finally, it is likely that you will need engineering drawings to be prepared. An engineer will prepare drawings that instruct the builder how to put the building together to ensure that it is structurally sound. So for example, what minimum size studs to be used. The engineering is the bones of the building. If you're not interested in this, there is no need to look at these drawings. In a renovation or extension, this is the most likely place to have a variation, as the existing conditions may be different to what the engineer has drawn. This is not the engineer's fault. They have to draw the existing conditions that they cannot see, so they have to assume the house is built in a certain way, when in real life it may be different. If you don't understand your drawings, ask your builder, architect, designer to explain them to you, so you don't be embarrassed. Remember, we do this every day. You may not have done this before. This is your home. If you understand the drawings, you will know what you're engaging and paying the builder to build for you. Thank you for joining me on this quick lesson on how to read and understand building documents. I hope it was useful. At the beginning, I promised you a bonus tip that will save you thousands on your building project. You may have seen some of my other videos where I explain all the benefits of involving a builder in your building project from the outset. Today, I'm going to share with you one of the ways I save our clients thousands of dollars when I am part of the team working on the design of a new home. It's simple. Use standard building size materials and build accordingly to standard size openings so that you can direct your budget to custom big ticket items like your kitchen. For example, plasterboard comes in widths of 1200 millimeters or 1350 millimeters wide. Typically floor to ceilings will be 2.4 meters high or 2.7 meters high, which means 2 sheets of 1200 or 2 sheets of 1350 plasterboard. If you were to go up to say 2 meters 800 millimeters high, the cost is twice as much labour and a quarter as much materials, just for an extra 100 millimeters, which will add up to lots of dollars quickly. Doors are another great example. Standard door widths are 720, 770, 820, 870 and 920 millimeters wide, and the height is 2040 millimeters or 2340 millimeters high. These are standard door sizes and they generally cost between $100 and $300. If you were to go for a door that was 950 millimeters wide and 2400 millimeters high, this could easily cost you between $500 and $1,000 each. So if you have 10 doors in your home, this could easily be an extra $6,000 or $7,000. Also, if your doors are bigger than standard sizes, your architraves will be more expensive. Architraves generally come in lengths of 5.4 meters. Out of one set, you'll get 2 sides and a top for an 820 x 2340 door. If you increase your door size to 850 by 2.4 high, you will only get 2 sides out a length of architrave, the rest is waste. It's always best to ask your builder about standard sizes, as they work with them every day. We are always happy to work with you and recommend standard sizes if they're not specified. If you are considering renovating or extending in the Bayside area of Melbourne, give us a call. I would be delighted to have a chat with you about your options for transforming your home. At Gaia Construction, we are passionate about building high quality, healthy and energy efficient homes that our clients will love living in for years to come. Call us now on 9889 0799 or check out our website gaiaconstruction.com.au.